Welcome to the O.G Channel. I came across something very interesting recently while looking into tithing, and I need to share it with you. Is it even necessary to tithe if you are a Christian? I hear many people say, isn't that a Jewish thing? And if you do decide to tithe, who does the money go to? If you don't even belong to a specific church, where does the tenth of your income go to? Many questions, and I do believe I received an answer from the Bible, and I can't wait to share it with you. So let's just check it out. While looking at the word tithe in my Strong's Concordance, I realized that there are two root words. It obviously tickled my curiosity, so I had to take a deeper look into both of those words, and it's just amazing what I came across. So, firstly, we have the word asar, which means tithing, of course, or taking a tenth or giving a tenth, but it also translated into the word surely or truly, which is very interesting because if you look at the second word where tithe is translated from, it is ma'asar, which is only used for tithe, a tenth part, a tenth, or tithing. Now let's take a look at a place where the word asar is used, and it just pulls through to the answer to almost all the questions we as Christians have about tithing. If you stick around long enough, you'll see it too. Don't miss this. Right, Genesis 28, verse 22. And this stone which I have set for a pillar shall be God's house. And of all that thou shalt give me, I will surely give the tenth unto thee. So this is where Jacob said, Asar, Asar. He said, surely I will give a tenth of everything that the Lord gives me back to him. This really had my mind racing, but before getting too ahead of myself, let's take a look at where they used Ma'asar. Right, so it's used in Genesis 14, verse 20, but let's read from verse 18. And Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought forth bread and wine, and he was the priest of the Most High God. And he blessed him and said, Blessed be Abram of the Most High God, possessor of heaven and earth. And blessed be the Most High God, which hath delivered thine enemies into thy hand. And he gave him tithes of all. So, okay, we have an instance before the Levitical priesthood even existed where Abraham gave Melchizedek, the king of Salem, who was also a priest of the Most High God, a tenth of everything that he had. He gave him tithes of absolutely everything he had. It was not just money. Many people will go to this verse to say, before the Levitical priesthood even existed, tithes were given, and it was given to a priest. So, yes, your tenth should go to a church. I would say not so fast, because you do not build an entire doctrine on one verse. Now we are going to take a look at where you can find Asar when the Levitical priesthood was up and running. In Deuteronomy 14, verse 22, we read, Thou shalt truly tithe all the increase of thy seed, that the field bringeth forth year by year. Truly tithe, Asar, Asar. But I want to focus on Deuteronomy 26, verse 12. I'll show on screen verse 11 to 13, but we will be reading verse 12. When thou hast made an end of tithing all the tithes of thine increase, the third year, which is the year of tithing, and hast given it unto the Levite, the stranger, the fatherless, and the widow, that they may eat within thy gates and be filled. This is such a beautiful verse that proves that even in the Levitical priesthood, you gave a tenth to the Levite, yes, but also to the widow, to the fatherless, to the stranger, to anyone who needed it. And it shows God's provision in such a beautiful way. But now this takes me back to the verse where we read that Jacob said he will give a tenth of everything to God himself. Now, this could be a strange statement because how exactly do you give it back to God? And you can find the answer in the New Testament, in Jesus' own words, and it really ties up everything we read in the Old Testament. Matthew 25, starting from verse 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, and before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, and the goats on his left. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in, naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee an hungered, and fed thee, or thirsty, and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick, or in prison, and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these, my brethren, ye have done it unto me. Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, Depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me no meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me no drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me not in. Naked, and ye clothed me not. Sick, and in prison, and ye visited me not. Then shall they also answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee an hungered, or athirst, or a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and did not minister unto thee? Then shall he answer them, saying, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye did it not to one of the least of these, ye did it not to me. Those are the words of our King and our Savior. We need to be prepared for the day that we stand before Him, and when He asks us these questions, realize that whatever you do for the Lord. Whatever you do for Christ. There's not much I can add to this. You give your tenth unto the Lord by giving to those in need, not just a church, not just a specific person, and not just a tenth, but to truly give, to asar, to truly give. May the Lord bless you and keep you. I'll see you in the next one.